Hello, everybody. Gotta remember to use the clicker this time. We're not getting to do 20 questions with Captain Kelly this week. Of course, we didn't do it last week either. A lot's been going on. Captain Kelly's mom, Mama Joe, passed away on December 23rd. So she's had to go out to California and try to do some things and help, with family and getting everything settled. I do have the live chat on, but I still haven't got my GoPro working, so I'm having to, turn my iPad sideways to get a wide view because I don't like the camera right up in my face. But Captain Kelly, 20 questions with Captain Kelly was very successful. Got a lot of good feedback on it, a lot of emails, a lot of questions for her. Pretty good questions, actually. A lot better than the ones that we had before. It was all about me. But I just wanted to kind of touch base with you all and let you know that she will be back once we get some stuff settled. And I may have to go out to California myself for a few days. I don't know yet exactly how we're going to try to do this. But, I just kind of play it by ear. And whatever she needs, I try to do. But I don't know. I just wanted to come on here tonight and say hi to everybody. And hope you all had a good Christmas and a great New Year's. And if you're in Middle Tennessee or around this area, man, we've been hammered with snow like you wouldn't believe. And we woke up to 4 inches the other day when we wasn't supposed to get nothing. And then it snowed all day yesterday, and it's still a mess out there. The roads are starting to clear up a little bit with the sunshine, but it's still a mess. But I should have a show for you this weekend, probably tomorrow or Sunday. I'm going to put one together. And I've got the footage from probably going to do the meteor crater. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but the meteor crater is, exactly what it sounds like, a meteor crater. It's out in Arizona. And I'd never heard of it. And we was coming home, and Kelly's like, "You want to see the meteor crater?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So we went up there and checked it out. And we also went to Winslow, Arizona. So I should have a show for you tomorrow night or tomorrow. I may have another live stream tomorrow night. I'm toying with the idea of calling up a friend or two and maybe getting our guitars out and doing a little picking tomorrow night. And I don't know if we will or not, but I'm toying with the idea. It kind of depends on how tomorrow goes. I really haven't got the shop and the garage cleaned up and ready for all of it yet. But, it's a cold, nasty day. We might get the coffee pot going and come out here and hang out for a couple hours tomorrow night and pick guitars. I don't know. It's a fun idea. So, you never know. But, Vince, we can't do 20 questions with Captain Kelly. Excuse me, I thought some of y'all know, not a lot of people, but some people know. I was moving my phone and stuff out of the way. I collect old fishing baits, but I don't collect just any old fishing bait. When I was a kid growing up, I was a huge, you may or may not know who he is, Harold Ensley fan. Harold had a show on Saturdays, and when I was a little boy, I used to wake up. He'd come on before the morning cartoons would. And if I overslept, man, it was like missing Christmas. It was awful for me. I used to love to watch Mr. Harold. And he was just so kind and soft-spoken and just seemed to be just super kind-hearted. And I loved watching his show. Harold Ensley, the Sportsman's Friend. And the song was called Gone Fishing. And he'd have a sign up, when he'd go off the air, he'd lay his sign up there on the thing and say, anybody asks where old Harold is, you just tell him the last time you seen him, he's gone fishing. So I don't know if you remember Harold Ensley or not, but if you don't, you've really missed something. You need to look online and search him out. His granddaughter has put some of his old footage, and of course back then, it was almost like the 8mm style footage on a lot of his stuff, and he would be narrating the show in the background. You could hear him talking, we're here and we're there, and those northern pike were really tearing it up, and you could hear him narrating, doing a voiceover is what he would be doing. But I used to love Mr. Harold. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to, since I can't do 20 questions with Captain Kelly, because of course she's not here tonight, and I miss her. I love you, honey. If you see this, hurry up and get home. But I just thought I'd kind of share with you my Harold Ensley collection. If you look here on the front of my swim platform desk I've got here, I've got a bunch of baits. I had some Gary Yamamoto's and different ones hanging up across here that I like to use, and baits that I'm fond of. But I kind of dug out my Harold stuff and put it on the front. And of course you can't really see that well, but I've got several sneaky snakes, different colors I've got some mini bugs that's still on the original pull-off card. And the glare is awful from these lights. Let me see. See if I can fix this a little bit, make it a little bit better. Just bear with me. May make it too dark by doing this, I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see how it does. No, that's all right. But the glare still ain't that much better. But they're mini bugs, and they're probably manufactured. Just guessing, probably late 70s, early 80s. I remember these being on the shelf when I was a kid. Good little striped baits, crappie, stuff like that. You know, you can do real well catching stripe, crappie, small bass, stuff like, around rocks and different things. These little mini boats, I came across them. They're made by the Marlin Bait Company, and he had a sponsorship with Marlin, and I guess he was with them for years and years and years and years. But I've got those, and I've got, like I said, these sneaky snakes across the bottom. You can't really see them. I'll tilt the camera in a minute. But what I'm the most proud of, well, really, I got two things I'm the most proud of out of my collection. I've got this sticker that says, I fished with Harold Ensley. If I can pull that computer over, it's got a fish on it. I fished with Harold Ensley. And that's one of his original stickers that he used to give away. And his granddaughter had some for sale, and I'd ran across them a long, long time ago on there, on the eBay. And I'd messaged, to buy one. And several months went by, and I guess, she hadn't thought much about it. She got on there and looked, and sure enough, she'd seen where I'd asked to buy one, ended up buying, I think I bought 4 of them altogether. And she still may have some more, I'm not sure. But I can try to find out if anybody's interested and would like to have some of them. I know she had the idea of maybe making some newer ones, if people wanted to buy that would be cheaper than the originals, from the 80s. But I had 4 of them, and I give one to my dad, and I got 2 older brothers. I got each of them one, and I kept one for myself, and that was part of their Christmas last year, I think's what it was. I think's how I done it. I don't remember. Anyway, I give them 3. 3 of them I give away, and 1 I kept. But I'm so proud of that sticker. But I've also got, Walmart was a big sponsor of his, and I've got some Harold Ensley rods. They're in my boat. I actually fish with them. And they're some of the most touchy, lightweight fishing rods I've ever used in my life. And I love them. I mean, Mr. Harold, she had told me that Mr. Harold had wore his elbows out, casting. He'd been fishing so many years, he'd wore his elbows out. And he started designing his own rods and his own reels. And he made them lightweight, easy to cast, where it was easier on him, where he'd had surgery on both of his elbows. And man, those fishing rods are unbelievable. They're very, very sensitive, very touchy. You go to set the hook, buddy, you can jack their jaws with them. It's a great little fishing rod. And I noticed when I started collecting this stuff, my rods, the first one I bought, I give like maybe $50 for it. No, it had a reel on it. It wasn't the original reel because this stuff was made by Abu Garcia. But it was the Abu Garcia Harold Ensley rod. It just had an aftermarket reel put on it, just something to sell it as a combo. And I think I give $40 or something like that for it. And I fished with that thing like crazy. And I run across a super ultralight one last year. And man, I was wanting it so bad I couldn't stand it. But I couldn't afford to give what the guy was wanting for the rod at the time. Well, my brother Robbie, that has been real sick, and he's, knock on wood and thank the Lord, he's doing better. He's doing great. He's finally back at work. if you don't know from my older videos, he had leukemia, acute leukemia. And man, it's been a battle for him. But praise the Lord, we were blessed. And we still got my brother, and he's doing well. And man, got a thickest head of hair I've ever seen in my life. Looks great, looks better than he's ever looked. Looks 10 years younger after everything he's went through. I look like the older brother when you see us together. But he got wind of me wanting that rod, and well, he got it for me, and I love it. It's a super ultra light Harold Ensley Walmart special. And it's great for small stripe, small bass, bluegill fishing. You know, just piddling around when nothing else is biting. Put a worm on it. I mean, you catch a little 1 pound bluegill, feels like you got a monster on there, or half-pound bluegill rather, quarter pound, little small perch and little hybrids big as your hand, you know, stuff like that. And it's just a blast, them little rods. And I really, really enjoy fishing with them. And I wish I had them out of the boat, but I've got too much stuff sitting on my boat, cameras and drones and everything else right now. I even get to my rod box, it'd be a pain. But what I'm the most proud of out of my collection is, other than my stickers and my rod, that one rod Robbie got me, that's my favorite out of everything I've got. I fish with I got Revo reels and All-Star rods and Vipers and all kinds of heavy duty, you know, casting rods and stuff that I use. But I love those, man. That Harold Ensley rod Robbie got me, that's my favorite. But anyway, this is a Harold Ensley knife, and I turned the light off. But it says Harold Ensley, the sportsman's friend, which you can't really tell it, but it says it on the blade. It's a little old fishing knife, fillet knife. It says it on this side, Harold Ensley, the sportsman's friend. And I had never seen one like this. This knife is really old. I'm not sure how old it is, but when you compare it to one of the newer ones from the 80s, look how much that thing's been sharpened, the difference in that blade width. I mean, that thing has dressed a lot of fish. But I'd bought a two knife combo, a two fillet knife combo on eBay. And I was excited because this one had the little leather pouch. I didn't think it was a Harold Ensley edition knife, but it actually is, because when you use the newer blade, it fits in that sheath perfect. I mean, like right now, it kind of bends over. It's got a bend to it because the blade's been sharpened and worn down so much. But it fits in that sheath, I mean, like a champ, the newer blade does. So that thing has really, really been used, man. It's got little shoelaces or something tied to it. Where you can put it on your belt loop or hang it on the side of your boat somewhere inside or whatever. But it's a cool little knife. And it don't have anything. All the newer ones had his name on the handle, where the older ones had it stamped in the blade. So it's really cool. I'd love to know how old this knife is. I've looked online. So if you're a Harold Ensley fan, like me, and you have any idea about this leather pouch Harold Ensley Sportsman's Friend knife, please give me some info on it. I would love to know how old it is exactly. It's a beautiful knife. I love it. I'll never use it. It'll just, because, I mean, you know, if you watch my show, most of my fish I throw back. So, I mean, I'll never use this knife. But I love it, and it'll be hanging, you know, up here on the swim platform. But these two are like the ones I grew up with in the 80s. They got the little cheaper plastic sheaths for the knives to go in. But I've noticed these knives, one of them is a misprint on most all of them that I can remember growing up. Because I had a couple of these growing up in my tackle box over the years. And they had, of course, his signature, Harold Ensley, on the handle. I'll get it right here in a minute. But they had his signature on the handle. Well, this one I ordered back last year, probably last spring, late winter, early spring, it really don't matter, but I ordered this one last year off eBay, found it on eBay. And this little knife has got the name on the wrong side. It's on the inside of the knife rather than on the outside. So I'll show you in comparison, but if you'll see, it's backwards. His name is on both handles, but it's backwards. So it's pretty cool, man. So I don't know, I'm proud of my Harold Ensley collection. And if you got a friend or a loved one or somebody's got some old Harold Ensley stuff and they would like to get rid of it at a reasonable price, please let me know. I'd love to find one of the original Walmart Harold Ensley Abu Garcia. My TikTok's blowing up. Dang, I'm doing better on TikTok now I'm on YouTube. But I'd love to have one of the original Harold Ensley combos, the reel and the rod. And man, I believe I could go out here in the yard and find gold easier than I could find the actual full out combo ready to go. So I find a lot of rods, but I've noticed too, since I've been collecting, and I probably shouldn't say it because my luck to drive the price up and jinx me even more, but when I bought my first rod, I think I give, when I was a kid, $20, $29 for it at Walmart. And the first rod I bought to collect last year, when I started collecting Harold stuff, I give maybe $40 for it, which is more than what I give for it new in the 80s as a kid. But the last rod went for, I think the one Robbie got me was right around 60 or $70. But it was a lighter weight rod that was a little bit more rare. But man, there's two on there right now. And I'm fighting hard not to buy one of the two. But they've never been used. Where both of mine have been used, these have never been used. And they're in a soft cloth jacket sleeve that they can go in. And they're beautiful. But man, they're wanting like $150 for them things. And I'm sure it's worth it to them. I just don't know if it's worth it to me or not. And I thought, this kind of sucks. I finally find some little hobby or something that I'm into that I like doing and want to collect. And now the prices is going up on it. So that's just my luck. But I'm proud of my Harold Ensley collection. Yeah, I've got a couple gold bugs up here hanging above me on some wood I have up here above the TV. And I've got some gold bugs here on the thing. Let me see if I can get one of them where you can see it. They're little gold spinners. Good little crappie baits. See if I can do this without messing up the live stream too much. But there's the sneaky snakes. I've got a green and blue, excuse me, and a red, and a black and silver. Of course, there's the little gold bugs. They're made from the Marlin Bait Company. I had to take some of it down, because I was showing y'all my collection. Of course, another gold bug there. And up top, I've got three more hanging there above the TV. So I've got a pretty good little collection going. Not nothing major. It may not ever be worth anything to anybody other than me. But you know what? I enjoy it. So let me get this back hanging again. There we go. It took me forever to get this joker straight. But I really enjoy my Harold Ensley stuff. Harold Ensley and John Deere. The stuff that I like to collect. Of course, the John Deere collectibles, if y'all know, anybody knows them things are just absolutely ridiculous. So, But, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully in a few weeks, Captain Kelly will be back and this thing here will quit shaking. But in a couple weeks, Captain Kelly will be back here with us. And we'll get back to doing 20 questions with Captain Kelly. But if you have any leads on any Harold Ensley collectibles, rods, baits, stuff like that, send me an email, please, at southernbowyoutdoors@aol.com. And keep your questions coming for Captain Kelly. We'll have her a list of them when she gets back home. That's the same email address, southernbowyoutdoors@aol.com. And I don't know. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope y'all had a beautiful, sunny, snowy day. And eating a big old supper tonight, getting your belly full. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I just wanted to share some of Harold Ensley stuff with you and check in because I haven't been here for a few weeks and let you know why. But like I said, Captain Kelly will be back, and we'll get back to things that kind of they'll never be the same, but they'll get back to some kind of normal again. But please keep her in your prayers. She has brothers and sisters and uncles and aunts, and Mama Joe was a jewel. She sure did take a liking to me, and was treated me good as gold, and I'm gonna miss her. I sure did love that lady. So please say a prayer for Captain Kelly and her family. They could use the strength right now, and I guess it's just it's never a good time to lose someone. And of course, a lot of you, people out there know at Christmas it's even harder, and it'll be harder. Christmas will never be the same when you lose your loved ones, but when you lose them right there, man, I don't know if it can make it any worse or not, but if it can, it sure enough does. So send her good vibes. She needs it. Send her some good questions too. That way we can just wear her out whenever she gets back. But well, we're looking forward to warmer weather and sunny days and better times. And we're hanging there a little bit longer. It's coming. It's coming. So anyway, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for about 20 minutes or so, and send me in the questions. And we may do you a live stream tomorrow night. Like I said earlier, I'm toying with the idea. It just depends on how much stuff I can get done tomorrow. If I can get everything I need done tomorrow, we might bring a guitar out here. I'd love to fire up the wood stove, but I still ain't got my stove pipe yet. What was up the road won't fit. I thought it was 6-inch, but it's 4. So I've got to have 6-inch stovepipes. I may just bite the bullet and go buy it, get what I need tomorrow. I don't know. Get the old wood stove fired up. So we'll see. But like I said, I'm toying with the idea. We may get the guitars out tomorrow night and pick a little. I'll definitely have you a show tomorrow or Sunday if nothing else. So, all right, everybody. Well, God bless y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. Like I said, I don't have the chat working right now, but I will have it working soon. Like, subscribe, tell your mama and them about us, and ring that bell. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow night, maybe. Or at least y'all see me. Take care. Oh, toodaloo.